Good daytime? Daytime! Hi, so yeah, not Jen coming at you trying to do a first video, I guess. I mean, yeah, doing a solid, trying to get this solidified, and we're just gonna try to get through this, you know. Let's make this our time. Calm down. Watch me do my makeup. Hi. So we're gonna start by, I already washed my face, but I didn't think you wanted to see all the dirt come off. I just didn't. So I'm gonna start by putting on some primer. So I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. And it's supposed to fill in the pores really well. Alright. I'm gonna put a little on the back of my hand. It's a little bit silicone feeling almost. I'm pretty impressed. This is like, what, $2? I don't even remember. I've had it for a little while. But it applies really smooth. I'm not like putting too much product on. I could just feel it going right over the pores, ready to put on my makeup. And I think it does a really good job. Alright. So now I have my primer on. I'm going to start with my eyebrows because I feel like once you have your eyebrows on, your face starts to like come together. And when you start with your eyebrows, if you like mess up or anything, it's not going to take off any other makeup. It's just going to come off, maybe take some of your primer off, but really you're not going to be putting too much makeup right here, so I don't think that's a big deal. So I just used a spoolie on the end of my Precisely My Brow pencil by Benefit, and I'm going to be using this to do my eyebrows for the most part. And I really like this. I got it in like one of the little kit boxes they have now, and I think it's really works out well because it came with this and like a measuring tool. So like if you didn't know how to do your eyebrows, it was a great beginner kit. I really bought it because I wanted this and a few of the other products that they've tried because I don't have them. So we're going to start with the eyebrows. Alright, so first, I'm going to go in and just go right under my eyebrow. Just like that. Very lightly. I like to raise my eyebrows like that, like I just did, like that. So I can definitely get the line under. Alright, so it makes a little bit of definition, and then I'm going to go in and do small, light strokes inside the eyebrow. Trying to get as much out of it as I can. Then I'm going to take the spoolie again, blend it out, and so that's the base. So this isn't done, but I'm going to do the other eye real quick. Alright, so now that I have both of the bases of my eyebrows done, I'm going to take my e.l.f. pomade, just like that, and a small little brush to fill in the rest of my eyebrow. So you don't want to take a lot of it because when you swoop too much of the product like out of this, it can be very thick, and since I am blonde and you have to go really light with your eyebrows because you do too much when they're too dark, it just looks bad. But that's just a recommendation for all hair types. Start light because you can always make things darker, but you can't really make things lighter after they're on without taking them off. So I'm going to make sure my tip is really well put there, because usually it's what doesn't stay on for me. So, got that all filled in. And then I'm going to take the spoolie again and just brush it through, make sure it's all there. Alright, so now I'm going to go and do the other eye just the same. Alright, so this is how my eyebrows are going to look after they're all done. So this is how I like to keep. This isn't, you know, not every day your eyebrows are going to look the same. So I try to keep it the best as I can, make them pretty, right for my eye shape, because really it's all about your eyes and your face, and it really frames your eyes, I guess. So now we're going to head straight into the eyes, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Eye Primer. No, eyeshadow primer. And it's pretty old. This is like 2 years old, so I know they've come out with new formulas, but this is the one that they had out 2 years ago when I bought it. So I'm just going to spread that all over and make sure everything's going to stay. Alright, so now that that's on, I'm only really doing a quick wing today. So the only thing I'm going to be putting on eyeshadow wise is going to be a base color that's really neutral, you know, nothing that's going to affect it. And the color I'm going to be going in with is this yellowish color right there on my Makeup Forever Flawless 2 palette. I'm going to go in and just take some with my, this is my BH21 brush. I'm just going to go in and pat it all over so it gets that neutral color so that it's all set. And then you just pick up some more, do it on the other eye. Alright. So, now I'm gonna go do my wings, but I will do a tutorial on that another time because it's kind of difficult to do on camera. Alright, so I'm back. Got my wings on. So let's get going on to base application. So now that my primer is pretty dry and ready, a little bit tacky, still we're going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Ivory. And I'm just going to zoom in real quick so we can get good video. Alright, so here we go. I have my damp beauty blender. I'm just going to take a little bit amount of this. And probably my favorite part about this foundation is it has a little pump on the end. Get it? A little pump. Aww. Anyways. And just putting a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm going to go all over my face with this. So I would say the key to doing your foundation with a beauty blender is not smearing, like just blotting it in like I am. Pick up the last one and on the other. So now I have it blended out to the best of my ability. Alright. So now I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. So So I got the lightest color Fair, and it's pretty good for the whole contouring in. So we're gonna do that. Under eye, a little bit right there, a little bit. Alright, so I can't find my cream contour right now, so one second. It's okay, guys. Rescue mission complete. I found one of my super old contouring sticks, and I already can tell that this is going to be super dark on me, but we're gonna make it work. So I usually do the fish face method, which is and you just get a clean sweep up, and then you do it around your forehead, and then you do the fish over here. Alright, and I don't like to contour my nose mainly because like every time I do it, it always looks bigger, and no point in messing with it if you're not good at it. So I'm gonna blend in my concealer first, and then I'm gonna get my other brush to do contour. Alright, so obviously this blends in pretty well for me. I mean, it could be a little bit better, so give me a second. Pretty well. And then I'm going to do this. So, I say the key, like, especially when you have wings on, this is why it's almost better to do it first, because then, like, if you wiped under it to get it, like, super sharp, this concealer can go right in, cover it up like it was never there. So, that's why I prefer doing eyes first, especially if there's, like, fallout from, like, from other things that you put on, like eyeshadow. It helps a lot. So now. Alright, so now I'm going to go in. I'm just going to use the Beauty Blender for this because I think it works pretty well still. Especially because it's cream. And I'm going to blend out all the areas I put contour shade on. And as you can see, it just almost instantly snatches. So. But I will say that over blending the contour is kind of extremely noticeable, especially if you're pretty pale like me, because then it's like, oh, why do you have brown stuff on them? What? So yeah. So I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. And I like this a lot. I got this a really long time ago, and there's still a ton in there, which is great. So a lot of these shades are kind of dark for me, so I'm going to go in with these two shades and mix them a little bit, put them on, and it will be pretty bronzed up. So that's always my technique right there, is just to go pufferfish on one side of your face, so it's not settling into any fine lines you have. And Alright. Alright, so now we're heading into the final stages of this. Alright, so real quick, we're gonna put on a tiny amount of blush. And the blush I use is called Blush and Brighten Pink Buttercup by Laura Geller. It is super, super powerful. And I'm going to try not to use too much, so I just hit it once. That's how much product came off. And okay. Alright, and I'm going to do it on the other cheek. Okay. So now that I have the blush on, my favorite part is going to be putting on the highlight. And I think this is going to be great, mainly because I love it. I love highlights so much. It's my favorite thing. So I'm going to be using Makeup Revolution Skin Kiss in the shade Ice Kiss. And yes, it really is this big. I'm not like blowing out proportion. And it is great. This is super cheap too. So then you just go in real light at first. Just get a little bit on there. Because once you go too much in with the highlighter, it's over. It's super hard to neutralize it. So, and I like to use these kind of brushes. They're more puffy because it just applies the product so much better. Fan brushes didn't really work for me, but I know they work for a ton of people, and I just want that glow. Alright, just a little bit more right there, here. And now I'm gonna take a mirror and make sure that this is blended out pretty well. I'm gonna take a clean powder brush, and for the areas that just need to be like not so powerful, I'm gonna dust a little. So it's not so like pow. And then now that that's done, I'm just gonna take with my finger, I'm just gonna go into the highlight again. Look at that pigment. And I'm gonna put it right on my nose. I like to do it with my finger. Alright. And alright, so that is the completed everyday makeup look. You just put on some setting spray and it's done. Like, so you see this wears for a while. I could do this every day. And my favorite part is this glow. This was maybe like, what, 2 cents? All that product on there. I don't even have to say how much that was, like, it was great. And personally, I love how, like, it's kind of blinding. It's my favorite kind of blinding. It's kind of blinding. But if you want to go for, like, cream highlight, there's that option. And if you want to be super extra, you know, gotta snatch it. Put on liquid. Wait till it's like just a little bit dry, and put on some dry powder foundation, and it will be so glowing. Everybody will know, and it stays on a little bit longer because it's stuck onto a liquid, not just a foundation. All right. bye guys. I hope to see you next week or whenever I upload, actually. I should get that figured out. Anyways, I will see you next time, I guess. And if you liked me, I guess you can like and subscribe. I mean, it's whatever. Bye!